Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Carl's Garage, brought to you by Straight Outta Content. You know, whenever I dress like this, I'm working on my car. Today I'm going to be doing something that I needed to do for a very long time. As you guys know, I've got some damage to the front bumper, the whole left side of my car, because some idiot hit me on 290 anyway. So today I'm actually going to be repairing my front bumper. I'm going to be using a plastic welding kit. Yes, plastic welding kit. You can use this right here to repair anything plastic on your car, front bumper, rear bumper, anything that's plastic on your car. You can use this to repair it, fix cracks and stuff like that. I have a huge rip in my front bumper here and I need to repair it, because what I don't want to happen is I hit anything else and it actually gets caught in there and rips it even more. The whole plastic piece that's underneath the bumper, that's already been torn. That I had to take that off, so now I'm kind of riding, you know, free out here, and I shouldn't be. I need to order that piece. But in the meantime, until I get that piece, I'm going to repair my front bumper. So I'm going to remove my front bumper, set it up, repair it, plastic weld it, put it all back in the car, and you guys are going to see the results from before, of how it looks like this and how it looks like this. So guys, definitely you will learn a lot if you want to learn how to repair your bumper or any plastic piece on your car, especially front and rear bumpers, or sometimes side skirts and stuff like that. If you want to learn how to plastic repair, please watch this video all the way to the end. Hopefully you learned something. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Some tools that you're going to need for the job are a screwdriver or a drill with a Phillips head screw, and some plastic removal tools. I picked up these. I will put the link in the description down below from Amazon, because there's a lot of these Phillips head screw clips that you're going to have to remove. So let's go ahead and start with that. They're not actually regular Phillips head screws. You just want to lift them up so that you can fit the plastic removal tool underneath and pop them out. So I'm just going to go ahead and get them all up. Okay, now that I got them all up, I'm going to go ahead and kind of pop them all out. Looks like I have to remove these two 10mm bolts in order to get this right here out of the way so that I can get to this plastic piece. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, we can lift up this plastic piece. Okay, so now let's go to each side of the fenders and remove the 10mm bolt and the plastic clips that are in the wheel wells. Okay, now that we got the little plastic thing done here, this is not gonna wanna move, but you just gotta yank on it really good. You just wanna yank on it and just pop this out. Just a quick important tip, if you ever wanted to get to your fog lamp, I know one of my subscribers asked, how do you change that? You're gonna do that by loosening this and this clip up here so that you can get to the fog lamp bulb. And it's right in there. See, it's right there. You can actually come in here, take the bulb out, replace the bulb. Okay, now that we got all the screws and clips out of the bumper, removing the bumper is not as easy as a lot of people on YouTube claim. What you have to do is actually take the bumper and you want to lift up, not out. You want to lift up and then out. A lot of people don't show this step on YouTube, but I'm going to show you guys this step. It's not easy because right now the bumper is very loose and it feels like that it wants to come off. All the clips are removed, but it won't actually come off. And what you don't want to do is just start yanking at everything. There's actually a proper way to do it. So I'm going to show you that right now. That is how you properly remove your front bumper, okay? Again, you do not want to lift directly off. As you see, it took me a little bit, but I was able to go to that side, lift it up, then out, come to this side, lift it up, and then out. Do not just yank your bumper right off, okay? Let's go ahead and start taking the fog lights out and repairing this bumper. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove the fog lamp bulbs. It's kind of difficult. As you see here, it actually has a piece of plastic here that doesn't allow you to turn it any further to the left. I mean, to the right. It doesn't allow you to turn it any further to the right. I don't know why they did that, but I guess they want you to unhook it first. So you're gonna pinch this side here, pull that down, and then now you can take it here and pull it out. And you can actually replace these. I don't know what bulb this is. I will put the bulb in the description down below if you ever wanted to replace your fog lamp bulbs. But we're gonna go ahead and put that back. And then we're gonna do the other side, and then we're gonna bring the whole bumper to the table and start the repair. Okay guys, so now we finally got the bumper taken off. That was really the hardest part of this whole process. Plastic welding isn't that difficult. Again, as you can see, all these scrapes and stuff like that, I should probably have some type of like rubber lip protecting all this. I'm not too worried about all of this stuff. My biggest concern is this right here, okay? So this is what we want to prevent. So we're gonna try to plastic weld it as best as we can. Again, I'm not looking for perfection. This isn't a show car. I don't bring this car to shows or to car meets to show off. It's just for function. But I figured it was a good opportunity to show somebody out there who may have a bigger crack somewhere else and they want to plastic repair it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the process. I'm gonna kind of form it in the shape that I want it to so that these cracks are as minimal as possible. And then once these are kind of where I want them so that I don't have to put any paint, Then I'm going to tape everywhere and then start the plastic weld from the inside. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this out. See here we have our biggest crack right here. It's our biggest crack, but this also has the most tension on it. So what I wanna do is I wanna start from up here, get it strong all the way down here, get the crack strong by welding it up here, bringing it down, and then once this whole piece right here is strong, then I'll come down here and weld this, where we're gonna start up here. And wipe it out. Okay, now I'm gonna take my welding kit. I'm gonna start to get the gun hot. Well, the pen, I'm gonna start to get the little welder hot. This is what comes on the inside with your welding tool, plastic welding tool with your triangle tip. Get all your pieces of plastic that you're gonna use, get your wire brush, and you get your little metal stand that you hold there. Also, if you need to make any brackets or anything like that, you also do get the wire mesh. Again, I'll put the link to this whole kit in the description below. I could use this to make it more rigid, but I'm gonna save this for later for a different project on my wife's Toyota Corolla. Unfortunately, this doesn't come with different tips, but I will leave a link to different tips in the description below. Once plugged in, it has a green indicator light indicating this thing is on and it is hot. So I'm gonna put this down and we're gonna let it get hot, and then we're gonna start to weld. It also came with a wire brush, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of scrape all the places where I want a plastic weld, because I want there to be something for the plastic to kind of grip to. Trust me, it's using heat, so it's gonna melt in there, but I wanna just kind of scuff it up a little bit. Now again, this isn't gonna be perfect. This is not the perfect way to do it. This is more of a DIY type of project, just to repair part of your bumper that's hanging off, because like I said, if I don't do this, it's only a matter of time before the rest of the bumper rips off, like the plastic from the undercarriage. But that's easy to buy and replace. It's like 40 bucks, but the whole bumper, I don't need the rest of my bumper ripping off and then me driving down the road, and then I'll be forced to purchase an entirely new bumper. So I'm just gonna try to just do this. I think my gun is I think my gun is hot now, so let's go ahead and start the process. You definitely do not want to touch this to see if it's hot. All you want to do is you can tap it to the plastic to see if it melts, and if it does, then you know it's hot. Do not touch this with your finger or anything like that. Let's go ahead. Yep, so it sticks a little bit, so it's definitely hot. You can see the smoke. So what you're gonna do is, it's kind of hard because I'm trying to film and do this at the same time. So I'm gonna feed the plastic into the grooves and press at the same time. I'm not left-handed, so again, please forgive me for the technique and stuff like that. Again, I'm doing this while trying to film. It's extremely hard, but I'm gonna try to do this the best that I can. So it's definitely, it's going, but it's a little harder than I thought. But again, I'm having to hold it. Be careful while holding this plastic piece. I've already burned my finger a few times. But because it's not lining up the way that I want to on the front, so you just gotta be conscious of that while doing it, but just go slow. I put enough on there. What's great about this stuff is you can put a lot on there and then you can kind of push it in the areas that you need it to be, versus just trying to put it in one hole and then fill it. You can kind of put a lot on there, then put it wherever you need it to be. So I'm just working it, and then we're gonna get to the final result. All right, guys, so that is it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the front. Okay, guys, and as you can see, it's no longer hanging anymore. It looks way, way, way better. This is just a crack, but I'm gonna try to fill it in with some white paint that I have laying around the house. This right here, this is just more plastic stuff, but this will all be facing down. I could actually, what you could do is you could tape all this off and kind of just continue this black piece all the way here. If I wanted to, I could tape all this off and just paint all this black, and then it would just look like the bottom of the bumper. That's something that you could do. I'm gonna try white first, but this is how you can repair. You see it's no longer flapping anymore. It's extremely strong. This right here is just, it's plastic right here, but all this is gonna be facing down. I can probably purchase a, they sell them, it's like styrofoam lips that you can put on the bottom or whatever. That's really what I need. But again, this isn't going anywhere. I'm pulling on it. It's not going anywhere. It's extremely strong. So that's how you repair your bumper using plastic welding. Again, the crack is still there. It's not perfect, but again, I was going more for function versus looks. And function-wise, this won't catch anything. If anything hits, it's just gonna hit and skip. So I'm gonna let this plastic cure, then I'm gonna go over it with some white paint just to touch it up. If I don't like the white paint, then I'm probably gonna black out the entire bottom piece of the bumper just to kind of hide that big crack right there, and to see how that looks. As you can see, I used Plasti Dip, and I kind of extended this all the way over there. And I also extended it all the way over here as well. And then it kind of tapers off right there. So you really can't tell. It looks factory, but it's actually Plasti Dip. And unless you're right up on the car, you're not gonna know. Obviously, there's this little crack right here. But this is actually flush. You can barely pick at it, but if I had a white pen or something like that, I could fill it in there. But all in all, it's a really good repair. And again, I was just doing it just for cosmetic. Well, not even cosmetic, I was just doing it for function. And this, again, I was just doing it just for function, and this won't tear off anytime soon. This is on there. That's tight, so hope you guys like it. I also need to fix the right side of my car. Well, actually the driver's side, the left side, I need to fix all that. That's next. I'm not worried about the front bumper. I can buy a lip and kind of put that on there and hide all that. Again, I'm not looking to put too much money into my car, but these right here, I have these for sale. 2 left aftermarket OEM style headlamps, full assembly, everything is in here. For the Kia Optima, it will fit 2011 through, I want to say 2018, 2019. These will fit. Hit me up down below if you need any. If I have 2 left sides, brand new right out of the box. I also have some paddle shifters as well. So if you need, oh, that's the cord for the paddle, that's the thing. But yes, I have the paddle shifters and the headlamp assembly. So please contact me if you need these. If you had any of these are bad on your car. I only have left side. I do not have right side. I only have 2 left side, brand new. So here's the boxes that they came in. So all right, guys, contact me down below if you need any of these pieces. And remember to hit that like button, guys. All right, you know my slogan. I'm literally going to get me something to eat. Be safe, be basic, peace.
That